We press the button in the middle to wake it up. Above that solid horizontal line at the top, that's where it displays what it's currently doing. So there's nothing above that line at the moment. That's saying nothing's turned on. Below the solid line you have one icon flashing, and you turn the knob one clunk at a time, moves it one position along, look, and that's how you select which thing you want to alter. So this one's heating, next one's hot water, next one's where you choose gas or electric or a combination of both, and the final one on that row is the fan. That's the speed of the fan that blows the heat out when you've got the heating on. So we'll go through it from left to right. We want to put the heating on, so we select it by turning it to make it flash and then pressing. It says it's off at the moment. We turn it clockwise. The lowest setting's 5 degrees, like an anti-frost setting, and then it goes up in 1 degree increments all the way to 30, and that's in degrees Celsius. So for this demonstration we'll go with 25. Press to select, so I've put the heating on. So now we've turned something on, we've got symbols on the top above the line explaining what's happening, but I'll go through that in a moment, so ignore that for now. We'll put some more things on. Next one along, water heater. So press to select, and then you've got the options of eco, hot or boost. If you put it on eco, it'll only heat the water up to 40 degrees. If you put it on hot, it'll heat it up to 60 degrees, and then it'll keep thermostatically kicking in and out to maintain that temperature, so it's always ready at 60 degrees for you. If you put it on boost, it'll heat it up as quickly as it possibly can. It'll keep it at full temperature for 40 minutes, and then it'll revert back to its previous setting. So if you had it on economy, for example, you had it on eco, and then you selected boost and put it on boost, it'll heat it up to 60 as quickly as it can, keep it there for 40 minutes, and then revert back to eco, so it'll gradually cool back down to 40. So normally you'd have it on hot, because it only take about 20 minutes to heat up anyway, so you'd put it on hot. Next one's where you choose the power supply. If you're on a hookup you can choose electricity, but it's primarily a gas heater, so it'll always work more effectively on gas. But if you're on a hookup and you don't want to use your gas, you can put it on electric. The options are gas, which is just gas, and that symbol of a gas bottle comes up at the top. Mix 1 is gas and half mains power. So if you're on a little farm site, or you're in France and you've only got a 6 amp hookup or something like that, you could do that and it won't trip the power out. The third option's electric 2, that's full power mains. That's electric 1 is half power mains without any gas. Or you can have mix 2, which is full power mains and gas all at the same time. Or mix 1, which is half power mains and gas together, depending on what's available. So obviously if you're not on a hookup you've got to go with gas. So we'll choose gas at the moment, and the final one on that row is the fan speed, and you can just pick economy or high, and that shows you 1 blade or 2 filled in. That's literally just how fast the fan blows, so how noisy it is and how quickly it's blowing. So that's it for the top row. So just to confirm, if we go along the top row now from left to right, the flame is telling me that the heating's on, and it's flashing to tell me that it's on, but it's not up to temperature yet. So it'll be flashing. In this case we've got it set to 25 degrees, so that flame will flash until we've reached 25 degrees, and then it'll be solid instead of flashing, and we know we've reached the temperature. The next symbol along is the water heater. Again, that's flashing, which means it's on, but it's not up to temperature yet. It's currently on the high with hot setting, which is 60 degrees. So when the water's at 60 degrees, that will be solid instead of flashing, and I know the hot water's ready. Next one along is the gas bottle, showing me we're on gas, and then the final one on that row is the fan. It's got 1 blade filled in, so it's telling me that we're on economy. So that's how you can tell what's currently happening, just by reading that top row. So now just a quick bit about the bottom row. If we scroll off the end, you go onto the bottom. This one's a timer, so you can program a start time and a finish time if you want to, so that it'll come on and off by itself. The next one along's the clock. That's just where you set the time, so I'll do that now to show you. You select the hour, and then select the minutes and then press to confirm, and that's it. That's easy as that to set the clock. The last one on there is the spanner, and that goes into the settings. I'll have already have set your settings before you take delivery of your motorhome, so you shouldn't have to interfere with that for the time being. But if you're ever following in the instructions in the booklet and trying to change something and it asks you to go into the settings, that's what it's referring to. So you go to the spanner and select, and it gives you this secondary menu, but you don't need to go in there for the time being. This other button's a return, so if you press that, it just goes back. So it's like pressing the back arrow on your computer, so anything you go into inadvertently, you can come back out like that. So that's the basic operation.